Today we are going to talk about two people, Edwin Thatcher and Carl Jung. They both lived in the 30s, and both of these stories take place in the early 30s, some 90 years ago. First we got Carl Jung, who, in my humble opinion, is the greatest mind ever in psychology. Just the greatest mind ever. If you had a Mount Rushmore of psychiatrists, you'd put him right up there with Sigmund Freud, B.F. Skinner, and I never can remember that other guy's name, but Satan. Yeah, that's the fourth one. No, I've got a psychology background. I'm allowed to joke about it. We're friends. So Carl Jung said this: modern medical science has no solution for alcoholism. The only thing I've ever seen work is religion. Edwin Thatcher, his name's Ebby Thatcher, for those of you that know a little something about AA. He's in the big book. Bill Wilson, who you all know, founded AA. He met up with Ebby Thatcher. This is before AA. Bill was still an alcoholic. He was still struggling. Ebby came over to his apartment. He looked great. He refused to drink from Bill. Bill said, "Man, how do you manage turning down drinks?" Ebby said, "I got religion." But here's the part that is a little bit tricky. It's not merely getting religion, it's having faith. You see, in the 1940s, AA was a phenomenon. It worked. It was awesome. Today, not so much. And I would encourage you all to read a book called The Good Book and the Big Book by Dick B. Period. The whole anonymity thing. Fascinating book. It's basically about how AA was founded on Christianity and how over the years Jesus has kind of got pushed out of the way. Fantastic. But here's the thing I want to talk about today, and that is faith. It's not my faith that's going to make you better. It's not Lowell's faith that's going to make you better. It's not even the Apostle Paul's faith that's going to make you better. It's your faith. That's the only thing that's going to make you better. You see, alcoholism, addiction, whatever you want to call it, it is a disease of the spirit. And it gets so overlooked, the spiritual aspect of recovery. That's what we're all about. Okay, so we're going to talk about faith. For my money, the greatest chapter on faith in the Holy Bible in its entirety, the definitive definition, the definitive influence, the definitive importance, it's all laid out in the 11th chapter of Hebrews. It's a New Testament book. We're not sure who the author is, but we just call him the author of Hebrews. Now here's the deal. First verse right out of the gate, chapter 11 of Hebrews, goes like this. Now faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see. Now there's a lot to chew on there. Not a lot of clarity. Nailing down your concept of faith is about like nailing Jell-O to the wall. It's not too easy to do. But the author goes on in the 6th verse to describe the importance of faith. All right? This is what he says. And without faith, it is impossible to please God. Let me say that again. Without faith, it is impossible to please God. And remember, we're always talking about the personal relationship with God. Well, this is your part. This is your job. Okay? In your personal relationship with God, this is what you have to do. You have to please God. Because anyone who comes to him must believe that he exists and that he rewards those who earnestly seek him. Let's go over that verse again. He rewards those who earnestly seek him. What's the reward? The reward is coming out of slavery into the promised land. Happens over and over and over again. It might be the main theme of the entire Bible. You're in slavery, you're in bondage, you're in exile. Right now, just being on planet Earth, we are in exile away from the promised land, away from God. But with our faith, we earnestly seek him. And he rewards us by healing our disease-ridden spirit. All you people out there that struggle with addiction, you can get better. I got better. Lowell got better. All these people get better because of their faith in God, their faith in Jesus Christ. The reward, a healed spirit. Faith heals the spirit. Thanks, you guys. I'll see you next week.